Hello guys, today we're going to be solving some of the questions we are given as a take home in our previous lesson on quadratic equation and expression. In our previous lesson, we solved quadratic equation using the factorization method. So we're given a couple of questions to test ourselves with. So here was the first question we are given. We are asked to factorize minus 10x squared minus 3 plus 11x equal to 0. And also we are asked to get the value of x. So how do we go about this? This question is very simple. So the first thing we have to do is to try to watch out for the fact that if this very equation is quadratic or not. You have to ask yourself. That's the first question. So let's see if it's quadratic. Don't forget, if an equation is quadratic, the highest power, the highest power or the highest exponent would be plus 2. So this x is power plus 2, this x is power 0, or this x is power 1. So the first thing we have to do is to rearrange this very given equation. So this quadratic, as you can see, the highest power is plus 2, so that will be minus 10 x squared plus 11x minus 3 equals to 0. Now, don't forget the fact that whenever we want to use the factorization method, because we are asked to factorize, whenever we are asked to factorize, there is a major formula that was derived the other time, x squared minus sum x plus product. This is what we use to factorize. Whenever we are asked to solve a quadratic equation using a factorization method, we have to deploy this. This is very important. X squared minus sum x plus product. So when we look at this, don't forget that the sum x is the value we have at the middle. This is the sum x. So the sum x is 11x, that's plus 11x. Then the product will be, don't forget the product, we're going to get the product by multiplying what we have here with what we have here. So that's minus 10x squared times minus 3. So what do we have? Minus is plus. 10 times 3 is 30, 30x squared. So the sum x is plus 11x. The product is plus 30x squared. So what do we do next? The next thing is we're going to use our table. We're going to put the stuff in our table and then get the factors. So the sum x is 11x plus 11x. The product is plus 30s squared. So what do we do next? Don't forget the next thing we do is we have to take our time to check the kind of product that we have. Now don't forget they said that whenever we have a positive product, it means factors with the same signs. I mean, it means factors with either plus and plus or minus minus came together to give us this product. So whenever we have a negative product, it means factors with different signs came together to bring about this very product. So here we have a positive product. So it means we have either minus minus or plus plus, coming together to give this. So the sum we have here is plus 11x. So for the fact that the sum is positive, it means that the two signs, by the factors were both plus and plus. So now the question is, what are the two numbers that when I combine them, I will get plus 11. When I multiply them, I will get plus 30x squared. So if we use this, if you say plus 1x plus 10, plus 1x plus 10, what would that give to us? That will give us plus 11x. That will multiply it, plus and plus is plus. 1 times 10 is 10, s times s is s squared. Now we got the sum, but the product is not gotten. So we're going to keep trying. The next we'll say plus 2x plus 9x, and plus 2 plus 9 is plus 11, plus times plus is plus, 2 times 9 is 18, 18s squared. So we see I've not gotten our product. So we still have a long way to go. We say plus 3x plus 8x, plus times plus is plus, 3 times 8 is 24, plus 24s squared. We're quite close. So the next we say plus 4x plus 7x, plus times plus is plus, 4 times 7 is 28s squared. Quite very close. Very close. So the last, we say plus 5x plus 6x plus 5 plus 6 will give us plus 11. Now let's get a product. Plus and plus is plus. 5 times 6 is 30. S times S is S squared. And finally, we have our sum to be plus 11x and our product to be plus 30s squared. So we've gotten what we want or what we've been prospecting for. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to be using plus 5x plus 11x. So what do we do next? The next thing we're going to take up this. We take up what we have here. Let's take up this. Don't forget factorize. So we're factorizing minus So we've gotten what we wanted already, plus 5x plus 6x are the two factors we've been prospecting for. So what do we do next? This is what we do next. Now right here, minus 10s squared. And don't forget, already rearranged minus 10s squared plus 11x minus 3 equal to 0. So minus 10s squared. Now instead of writing plus 11x, we're going to end up writing plus 5x plus 6x, which are the major factors. Plus 5x plus 6x minus 3 equals to 0. So what do we do next? Don't forget that we have two pairs. So the first pair, the second pair. So the very first pair, what sign starts what sign starts the very first pair? The very first pair, as you can see, is commenced or started with a negative sign. This minus. So don't forget to say that you're going to write the sign that starts a given pair. So minus starts this very pair. So all right, I'll write my minus. So 10x squared is 2 times 5 times x, then 5x, you're about to get the ACF. 5x is 5 times x. So we have 2 here, there's no 2 here. We have 5, there's 5 here. We take one of them, we have x, there's also x here. So what do we have? 5x is what we have. That's our ACF, highest common factor. So minus is minus, we give us plus. What do we have left? We have 2x left here, 2x. So minus times plus will give us minus. What do we have left? Nothing. Now, whenever we have nothing left, it means it's 1 we have left. So that's minus 1. We're done with that. So the second pair has a starting positive sign. So we're going to have a plus. We'll write it down first. So next, 6x is 2 times 3 times x. Then 3 is 3 times 1. We have 2 there, so 2 here. We have 3 there, 3 here also. So write it out as plus 3. So plus is plus. What do I have left? 2x. Plus is minus. What do we have left? 1. So at this very point in time, we are done factorizing. So we're going to check something. It's a quick check. And what's that check? We're going to try to see if there is anything common. If there's nothing common, it means we've been doing it all wrong. So that's plus 2x minus 1 right here, plus 2x minus 1 also here. So what we're going to do is that we'll take one of them, plus 2x minus 1, we'll pick out one of them, which is plus 2x minus 1. So we'll take out this 2. What are we going to have left? We have minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. So this is already well factorized. Don't forget this is a quadratic equation. We have an equals to there. So now it's high time we got the values of x, our roots of equation. So it's high time we got the values of x. So what do we have? That's plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0, or minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. So what are we going to do? Just trying to get the values of x. That's plus 2x. We send this to the other side, equal to plus 1. Divide both sides by 2. X is 1 over 2. So that's minus 5x. Send this to the other side, minus 3. Divide both sides by minus 5. X is 3 over 5. So what are the values of x? X is 1 over 2 or 3 over 5. As simple as that. So if you got this while solving, it means you understood this. Okay, let's look at the second question we're given as a take home. Now we're asked to factorize 6 minus 5x raised to minus 2 equals to 13x raised to minus 1. And also we're asked to solve for the values of x. Now don't forget the fact that it was said that if a given equation is really quadratic, that is, if a given equation is a second order equation, there's something we have to really watch out for, and that is a quadratic equation has its highest power or known to the positive 2. So here we don't have anything that looks like that. Here we have minus 2, we have minus 1, we have x is power 0 here. So this doesn't look quadratic, but let's see if there's any way we could rebrand this question, for it to look at quadratic in nature. So what we have here is 6 minus 5x is per minus 2 equals to 13 x is per minus 1. So that's 6 times 5 times 1 over this loss of indices, don't forget negative power, equals to 13s is power minus 1. This over 1 also. Yeah, it's over 1. So it is minus. So what do we have? The 6 minus is over 1. 5 times 1 is 5 over s squared equals to this 13s is power minus 1. And let's leave this way. So what do we have? This we can get the LCM directly. This s squared. 1 s squared and 1 is s is power 2. So s is power 2 times 6 over 1. Know what it is? So this is s squared. The s is power 2 times 5 over s is power 2. This takes out this. You just have 5. Now, s is power 2 times 13 s is power minus 1. Lots of this is very important. This is 1 here. 1 times 13 is 13. S is power 2 times s is power minus 1. What do we have? This 13 s and s equal 1. This is plus 2 plus minus 1. This 13, 2 plus minus 1, that's 2 minus 1. This 13x is power 1. Just 13x. So right now we have what we can call a quadratic equation. Now this equation is quadratic. We've been able to transform this very equation. It wasn't looking quadratic here, but now we have something quadratic. So it's high time we solve this. So the c squared, so you're going to call it our like test, this plus 13x crosses to the other side, minus 13x, then minus 5 equals to 0. So what do we do next? The next thing we do, we apply our sum x squared minus sum x for product. So the sum x is minus 13x. The product, how do we get a product? We get a product by multiplying what we have here with what we have here. So what do we have? That's 6s squared times minus 5. For long, we've been working on products that are positive. Right now, we're going to work on a product that is negative. So let's see how this pans out. So this 6s squared times minus 5. So 6 times 5 is minus 30s squared. That's what we have. Our product is minus 30s squared, while our sum x is minus 13s. So we're going to take up this and move the table up. Now we need a table. We need a table we're going to use. We need a table. Quickly, let's take this off. Let's take this off. Okay. So right here, what do we have? So c squared minus 13x minus 5. We have our sum x to be minus 13x. We have our product to be minus 30s squared. So right here, we write it, our sum x is minus 13x. Our product is minus 30s squared. Now don't forget the first thing you have to say, you have to pay attention to is the kind of product that we have. Here we have a negative product. You can see the product is negative, while here the sum is minus, negative also. And whenever the product is negative, don't forget it means factors with different signs, either plus minus or minus plus, came together to give birth to this kind of product. So we don't really know the factors. We don't know which one, if the larger figure or the larger factor, picked up the positive sign or the negative sign. So, but we know that factors with different signs came together. So that's what we know. So let's see the kind of sum we have here. The sum here is minus. So if the sum is negative, it's very clear that the factors that came together, a smaller factor with a positive sign subtracted a bigger factor with a negative sign. So there's no way we can have a minus something if a bigger figure with a positive sign, did not subtract a larger figure with a negative sign. So product minus two different signs came together. So we are very sure of that. So the question is, what are the two factors we're going to bring together? And by the time we combine them, one will be positive, the other will be negative. So by the time we combine them, we're going to get minus 13x. And by the time we also multiply them, or get the product, we're going to get, minus 30. So let's start our check. We'll say plus 1 minus 14x. Very simple. One has to be positive, the other has to be negative. Plus 1 minus 14 will give us minus 13. So plus 1x minus 14x will give us minus 13x. So let's multiply. Plus is minus. 1 times 14 is 14s squared. We are not even close yet. The product is still far away. So let's say plus 2x minus 15x. Wow, we're quite close. So plus 2 minus 15 will give us minus 13. So let's multiply. Plus is minus. 2 times 15 is 30. S minus S is S squared. So finally, fortunate enough to get what we are looking for. So this are the factors we've been looking for. Plus 2 minus 15 minus 13. By the time we multiply them together, we're going to be using this factors. Using this factor. Don't forget 6s squared minus 13x minus 5. So we have 6s squared minus 13x minus 5. That's what we're working on. So now let's bring them together. The 6x squared minus, it's only to write minus 30x. I'll write plus 2x minus 15x. This will combine together to give us minus 13x. Then minus 5 right here equals to 0. So you're going to join this pair together, then the second pair together. What do we have? Here we have plus. Right here we have my word. We have minus. So what do we do? The first thing we're going to do is to write down the sign for this very given pair. So the c squared plus 2x has a starting positive sign. So we write it down, this plus. So what do we do next? Aside from factorize this, first of all, we're going to get our ACF, the c squared plus the 2 times 3 times x, while the 2x is 2 times x. Let's say plus 1, 2 is here, 2 is here, we take that. 3 is here, there's no 3. As x here, as I said, there's not that. So everything, we've got all we need. These are the common factors. So 2 times x, 2x here, plus times plus is plus. What do we have left? 3x, plus times plus is plus. What do we have left? Just 1. So what starts the next pair? The sign that starts the next pair is negative sign. So you're going to write down the sign that starts the next pair. So 15x is 3 times 5 times s per the prime factors. Then 5 is 5 times 1. 3 is here, there's no 3. There's 5 here. You take them, so you have a 5. Minus is plus. What do I have left? 3x minus is plus. What do you have left? Just 1. So as you can see, these two are the same. It means we've been doing it right. We've been on the right track. So what's that? That's 3x plus 1. Just pick out one of them. So what do we have left? Plus 2x minus 5. Right, equals to 0. So we are done factorizing. This everything. So the next thing we're going to do now, you have to solve for the values of x. You have to solve for x. The values of x are the root of this very quadratic equation. So let's solve for the values of x right away. Now 3x plus 1 equals to 0. 2x minus 5 equals to 0. So send this to the other side. We send this also to the other side. This 3x equals to minus 1. Divide both sides with 3. This x equals to minus 1 over 3. We haven't sorted already. This 2x equals to plus 5 right here. Divide both sides with 2. The x is 5 over 2. So what are the values of x? X is equals to minus 1 over 3 or 5 over 2, which is written as 2 or number 1 over 2. So here are the values of x. So I'm very sure you got this while attempting this question. As simple as that. Okay, you're about to look at the last question you're given as take home to test ourselves with. Now we are asked to factorize 2016 x squared plus 2018 x plus 2 equals to 0. And we also have to get the values of x. Now this question is very much alike, to the American Olympiad math example we took in our previous lesson. So you're given this 2016 x squared plus 2018 x plus 2 equals to 0. Now we can use our x squared minus sum x plus product to get this done. But we could also use a smart approach. So let's see. I think we're going to use a smart approach to save ourselves some precious time. So 2016 x squared plus 2018x plus 2 equals to 0. So we're going to stay focused on this first. Let's try to see if you can transform this. This 2016 x squared. 2018 is 2016 plus 2. This and these look very much alike. We have our x out there plus 2 equals to 0. So this 2016 x squared. We open up the bracket. This 2016x plus 2x plus 2 equals to 0. So what do we do next? The next thing we're going to do is we have this pair here. We have another pair on this other side. So the very first pair has what sign? Has a starting positive sign. The second pair has a starting positive sign also. So it's very simple. You're good to go. 2016x squared plus this. So we're going to start with write down the starting positive sign for the very first pair. 2016 x squared is 2016 to save my time times x is x. That's 2016x is 2016 times x. So what is common? These two are common. X is here, there's also x here. So what do we have left? What do we have immediately? 2016x plus times plus is plus. What do I have left? You have x left. Plus is plus also. So what do we have left here? Just 1. Whenever we have nothing left, just 1 we have left. Plus 1. So the next pair we have plus starts it. You write down the sign that starts a given pair. Whatever sign starts a given pair is what you are advised to write down. So the 2x is 2 times x. The 2 is just 2 times 1. So we take this plus 2. So plus and plus is plus. What do we have left? X plus and plus is plus. What do we have left? 1. That's equal to 0. So s plus 1, both common. So just pick out one of them. Just plus x plus 1 right here. So what do we have left? We have 2016x plus 2. 2016x plus 2 equals to 0. Now we are done factorizing. As simple as that. It's very simple. So let's get the values of x. Don't forget x plus 1 is an equation. And then 2016x plus 2 equals to 0. So send this to the other side. X is minus 1. Right here, 2016x. Send this to the other side also. This is minus 2. So divide both sides with this. So x is minus 2 over 2016. Can say 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 1, 1008. So it's minus 1 over 1008. These are the values of x. So x is minus 1 or x is minus 1 over 1008. As simple as that. So yeah, all the questions we are given as a take home. So I'm very sure that you were able to solve those questions. So at this very point in time, we're going to continue today's lesson. If you found this lesson resourceful, please subscribe to the very channel at Edwin Mosaic. Please follow me also on Facebook at Revelation Hub. And please share this lesson with others. See you in the next lesson. Thanks.